Hello there, and welcome back to our channel. Joe W here with another helpful service how-to. Today we're going to be talking about Airstream power cords and electrical hookups. We're going to take a look at all the different adapter cords, as well as talk about the importance of surge guard protection. So let's get right into it. Follow me. Shore power, also known as house voltage, 110, 120, is the electrical power service that's going to be provided to you in campgrounds. There's three main types that we're going to need to be aware of. There's a 15 amp duplex service that's going to provide 15 amps at about 120 volts. There's a 30 amp RV receptacle service that should provide about 30 amps at 120 volts. And there's a 50 amp RV receptacle. This should provide 50 amps at 240 volts. In order to utilize all these receptacles, you're going to need additional plugs or cords to help out your Airstream. The campground you're staying in isn't always going to provide the electrical service that you need. For example, we have a 30 amp service here. If you're traveling with a 50 amp cord, you're going to need an adapter in order to hook up. This kind of thing will happen a lot depending on where you travel to. Let's start by taking a look at the different electrical adapter cords, or more commonly referred to as dog bones. These are going to help us achieve a different variety of amperage combinations here. Here we have a 15 amp male to a 30 amp female, so a normal house outlet or an extension cord right to your RV plug itself could run this guy. There are some limitations on what kind of draw we can get through this, and this is a very similar adapter here, the 15 amp male to the 50 amp female, so you can run your 50 amp service trailer with this guy. Just a bit of limitation here as well, drawing from this to this here. And then a wonderful 50 amp male to 30 amp female. So if we have a 50 amp service at the campground, but a 30 amp driven RV cord, this is one of the essential appliances you would need. Over here we have the inverse of this. We've got a 30 amp male. So if there's a 30 amp male service at your campground and you have a 50 amp trailer, this is your go-to. The heavy-duty construction has been designed to be used outdoors, and if you're not quite sure about what plug you need, feel free to give us a call. Some folks will be coming to a 50 amp service outlet and realize that on their trailer they don't have a traditional 50 amp hookup. They have a twist lock. It is good to know that these are also available in the dog bone style, and soon to be available in the new smart cord style. It is crucial to have these adapters in your Airstream or your RV, because you never know what kind of power is going to be provided at your next stop. Another thing to keep in mind is there is some precaution to be used with any of these adapters. Using them from a prolonged period of time is going to build up resistance and therefore heat. And it'd be horrible to see any of your connections overheat or melt. Potentially this could cause bigger problems as well. To protect the electrical systems on your trailer, these surge guards will act as a second barrier of protection between the service at the campground and the plug on your trailer. A common question amongst RVers is, what is this surge protector? Why would I need one for my RV? And while a basic surge protector is better than nothing, it is highly recommended to use a full EMS system or an electrical management system, and this will offer far superior protection for the electronics in your RV, which could potentially save you thousands in repairs. Here I've gathered some examples of some Southwire surge guards. These are what we would actually recommend and what we carry here at Colonial. And for RVs with a 30 amp service, this would actually be the perfect option for you. This model in particular is 34931. And this will protect against a wide variety of wiring issues. This includes things like reverse polarity, an open neutral, and open ground. It'll also protect against low and high voltage, low and high frequency. Also, it's going to protect you from things like an elevated ground line current. It even features a nice, beautiful lock on it, so it can keep people from interfering with your connections once you're set up in your position. And this smaller 30 amp model here, 44260, is only going to cover surge failure indicators as well as miswired pedestal indicators. So this will protect you from whatever you're plugging into, and it's very important to keep in mind which protector is going to be right for you. For my friends with 2 ACs, you've got yourself a 50 amp electrical hookup on your RV. And that means that these Southwire surge guard protectors are going to be right for you. They're just like the 30 amp units we just discussed, and it's really an electrical management system that's going to be looking out for all the wiring and electrical issues we discussed before. And just like the 30 amp, there is going to be a smaller 50 amp model, this one being a 44270, and that also is going to be providing surge failure indicators and miswire pedestal indicators. Here I'm holding a 50 amp service from my beautiful Globetrotter. I'm going to be taking my adapter to make my way to 30 amp in order to plug to my outlet here. And between my adapter and my outlet, I will be plugging in my 34931. And then once these guys are all hooked up, I'm going to be hooking right there safely to the campground. Now you should know quite a bit more about electrical cords and about surge guard protection. As always, when we end this video, we want to ask you if you could hit the like and subscribe button. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. Reach out to us at colonialairstream.com or give us a call at 800-265-9019. My name is Joe Welches, and I'll see you all in the next Colonial Service tip video. Thank you.